up a new family holiday tradition by picking up a book. It's a way to add a very simple form of magic to the season, a special book list full of heartwarming stories your whole family can read aloud. Diane Etherington owns the Children's Hour, one of the sweetest bookstores and boutiques in Salt Lake City. She's been collecting Christmas books for years, but today she's ready to share her very favorite holiday books with us. And this is a mean trick that we ask of you to narrow it down and whittle it down
hard. It is
to a
very
simple
hard.
list. I was just saying though, I shopped your Halloween list, both from this year and last year, and it did bring just a sparkle to the holiday season, the Halloween season. So let's do it for Christmas.
Books are great. Okay.
Shall we?
All right. Well, the first one is Over the River and Through the Woods. A lot of people think about this with Thanksgiving, but really you go over the river and through the woods to go to Grandma's for Christmas as well.
Absolutely.
So, and that's such an old poem, and these woodcuts are absolutely beautiful. And it's one of those ones that you can actually sing together as a family.
So it's the classic poem we know.
It's the classic poem. It's a classic poem.
Which it would be nice to brush up on those words. I mean, I think we only know it to a certain verse or a certain
This is true. Well,
point.
this would help you.
Okay, and the illustrations are just classic and pretty.
They are wonderful. This one, The Christmas Boot, is new this year, and I think it's my favorite Christmas book of this new year. It has a really nice message about a woman who lives by herself. She's very poor. She's outside. She doesn't have boots. She doesn't have gloves. I mean, she's just very poor, and she's trying to scavenge, you know, kind of in the snow, and she finds a boot. She finds this amazing warm boot. She's, my goodness, who could have left this here? So she puts it on. She's so excited. Just to have one boot is really helpful.
Yeah.
So she goes about her business, and then she goes to bed that night. She looks at the boot and just says, oh, gosh, if I just had one more boot, I'd just be so excited. The next morning, she goes out, and there's another boot.
Another boot.
I know.
She has a complete pair.
She has a complete pair. Well, then she's thinking that night when she goes to bed, she says, I would be so happy if I just had a pair of gloves. The next morning, the pair of gloves ends up.
These wishes are coming true.
So it doesn't dawn on her until a little bit further in the book that she can pretty much ask for anything and she's going to get it. So she ends up with this mansion, this gigantic house.
Wow.
And food and all of these things. And I won't tell, you know, the end of the story, but it's very interesting, the conclusion that she comes to about having too much.
What's the theme then?
The theme?
Yeah.
The theme is that you can be happy with less, and sometimes having a lot encumbers you.
Okay, I like that. And it's very rare that a new story, a new book enters the scene and you dub it as your favorite.
I do, that's my favorite.
That's a winner. Okay, that'll be on my list for sure. What's this one?
This one is Darling. This is about a little girl who's in an average family, but she's tiny. She's just a tiny little person.
She's darling, look at her.
She's very tiny, but Santa Claus every year brings her these great things like a puppy and a paint set and things that normal children could do, but she's so tiny, she has to figure out ways that she can, you know, use them.
That's clever.
They keep trying to tell Santa Claus, you know, that they have an issue, and it always snows on top of their snow writing that they do in the. So finally, they take pictures of her and put it up so he can see her playing with the toys that he's given to her.
These illustrations make me giggle. They're darling.
They're darling. At the end, she gets, it's Christmas again, and she gets another huge box, and she just says, "Oh no! How could he not? How could he not?" I won't tell you what was in it. But you'll just have to think about it.
But Santa maybe saw her picture?
Santa saw her picture, and he did something fabulous.
Oh, I like that. I like that. What's this one?
This is Robert Sabuda, and we have to just kind of show this a little bit. This is amazing.
He does it
So this is the
amazingly
Christmas story, and he's never done the Christmas story before. So this is his take on the Christmas story. It really is lovely and is very, I think, close to everyone's idea of the Christmas story.
Of course.
And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pictures. Do you want to?
Yeah.
There's the angels and the sheep.
Oh my goodness, the detail.
The detail is amazing, and this would be great in anybody's home, I think.
This is a coffee table treasure,
I know,
isn't it?
look at this. And children, I think, look at things like this with a little bit of reverence, you know, because it is so beautifully done, and you know, you just kind of teach them not to.
Sure. They sense it's special, and the story's special, and the book's special.
Exactly.
Oh, that's beautiful. Is this new this year, you said?
This is new. This is new. It's lovely.
Lovely is right. All right, Stickman rounds out your list.
Stickman has been around for a long time. They finally put a really cute cover on it, which makes it much better.
Doesn't that just sell it?
Yes, it's the icing on the cake. And this is the one I think particularly boys will just get a huge kick out of it. The Stickman is a man who's a stick. And he lives in a tree with his little stick family. And he goes exploring one day and he gets lost. Or people keep picking him up and throwing him and taking him places. And he ends up going almost all around the world. And he just wants to go home to his family. Christmas is coming and he's just sick about it. And finally, in the end, a special person, he ends up helping a special person when he's in the grate of a fireplace about ready to be burned. Oh. So I know. It's a little, you know, it has some, you know, conflict.
Some twists.
Yeah, some twists. Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you. That rounds out a magical list. You've got a good assortment here, too. Hitting all ages. Good read-alouds. Where can we shop your list?
The 9th and 9th area on the corner.
We'll find you there. Thank you, Diane. We appreciate it.